Hello, everybody. Welcome to an actual video. I've been doing shorts lately and trying to get likes and stuff that way, but I figure, you know what? I want to start doing videos as well. I'm not the best at these. I know that the sound is probably off, the light is like very bright, and so, but I wanted to show my face without a filter. But anyway, I do want to talk about what happened this week. It's a big blow to Generation X, which I was born in 1981, and a lot of people consider me to be a millennial, which I refuse to be a millennial. But also, Generation X people refuse to be a part of Generation X. So I'm just gonna say I'm in the middle. I'm not. I don't have a generation title. I don't like titles anyway. But I do want to say that it was a big blow to Generation X and um, uh, kids that grew up in the 80s. Uh, I'm gonna start obviously by the time schedule of what happened this week. I do know that there were a few others. There was Jason. Is that his name? Yeah, no, sorry. Chuck Mangione. I don't know if I know him. I probably would have heard him on King of the Hill because I am a big fan of that. And I know that there was somebody else, but I can't think of who it is. But for right now, we are gonna go. And I hate saying like in order, but that's pretty much what happened. Um, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. He was 54 and he drowned. He was on vacation with I don't know if it's his whole family or not, but I know he was with his son, which really stinks. Um, I feel bad for his son. The Cosby Show was the moral show back then. I think they were like the at the time maybe the only African American or black. I'm not sure how you care to be called, but the only one maybe with the whole family. Yeah, I know. Well, I think the Facts of Life were in the 70s, weren't they? Maybe the 70s, 80s. I'm not sure. Yeah. Anyway, uh, it's interesting because Bill Cosby's house is like right up the road from me. I pass there every time I come back from work. But this Malcolm-Jamal Warner was also in a show called Listen Up with Jason Alexander. This is like many years ago. My dad is like, "Oh, you know him?" Because he had like long dreads, and I was like, "No." And then I looked at his face. I was like, "Oh, that's Theo." But anyway, yeah, I feel so bad for his family with that happening. So rest in peace. Of course, Ozzy Osbourne, 76. I think they knew, and I always have this like idea that he, in the back of his mind, he might have been like, you know what? I don't care if I die on stage. But that would be the way to go, But thankfully he did the whole concert. He went to the end. He rode that crazy train all the way to the end, and I think that's probably my favorite solo by him. Well, there's a few others. Dreamer, I believe that's what it's called. I'm just a dreamer. I'm not gonna sing for you. Um, but I mean, what can you say about him that hasn't been said? You know, there's too many things that it just bottles in the head. That I had a Halloween costume. It was the wig with like the red at the bottom, and then the sunglasses, and I put it on. I was like, oh, I kind of look like him. I can't do his thick accent, but I love the Osbournes, the reality show. What something funny. I was down the shore and I saw a shirt, and it was the Osbournes, and they're all giving the finger, except for Ozzy. He's like this, and he's looking at them like, "What are you doing?" But everybody else is giving the finger, and my mom saw that, and I was like, "Oh, I want to get that." And I think I was still over 21, but being a good mama boy, I was like, all right, I won't get it. So my mom and my uncle left, and my brother was like, hey, I dare you to get the shirt. Older brother manipulation. So I got the shirt. I wore it, and my mom saw it, and she was like, what? How could you get that? And I have not seen that shirt since. I believe it's somewhere in the house. But their house, my parents' house. So just, you know, a shock. I mean, like I said, I think they knew that he was about to go, but uh, it's kind of like my favorite comedian, Norm Macdonald. He didn't tell anybody, and he pretty much knew that he was gonna die, and he just went without telling anybody, and it's more of a shock than a get ready for it kind of thing. I don't think people really want to hear, oh, I'm sorry, like pretty much say that they're dead when they're not dead. But uh, I think it obviously it is a huge loss to the whole world, the whole music community, and everything else that he has been a part of. So it would be cool to see his name on the Hollywood Walk of Fame with all the memorial stuff there that people have left. But I'm for me though, actually growing up in just the 80s, well, not just the 80s, obviously, but growing up starting in the 80s, 90s, all the way until now, this guy has been on my TV nonstop for over 40 years. And obviously, I'm talking about Hulk Hogan at 71. Um, yesterday, obviously, I heard about it, but today I think is when it really hit me. And I'm watching videos, and I'm just like I start to fill up, and I'm at work as I'm lunchtime, but I'm at work, and I'm like small tears are coming out of the eyes, but um, I. Yeah, like I said, he's been on my TV for over 40 years. Whether it was WWF at the time, WCW, WWE, TNA, Thunder in Paradise, his movies, which I'm gonna say, for my personal view, my favorite movie that he was in was Suburban Commando. There was partly because one of my favorite actors, who I actually met, is in that movie, Christopher Lloyd and Shelley Duvall, and so uh, one of my I think my favorite line in that is when this guy gets a freeze gun and he tries to freeze Hulk Hogan's character, and then all of a sudden it goes away and he's drinking something, and they're like, how's he not frozen? And he goes, antifreeze. Yeah, I just like corny jokes like that. And of course the Undertaker is in that movie as well. So I think my earliest memory of Hulk Hogan was Saturday Night Main Event when he fought Andre the Giant, and he lost. Andre pinned him with his shoulder up, but he lost the title to Andre. And that's obviously when Andre gave the belt to Ted DiBiase, and they did that double switch of the referees, the clone referees, Hebners. So I'm like, I'm upset, and I go to my mom. I was like, how can he lose? He can't lose. He lost the belt. And my mom's just like, how do I deal with this? My brother, again, being the older brother, is like, ha 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 ha, he did lose, ha ha, Andre's champ. Oh, now Ted DiBiase's champion, ha ha, he deserves it. Stuff like that. But I saw him, I think, only twice in person. Once was a TNA pay-per-view, and one was he was in WWE, and he was in the ring cutting a promo, and then The Rock showed up on the screen, and that's when he started with his Tampa Bay tofu. Hey, stupid, give me some Tampa Bay tofu. You know. But I mean, yeah, it's a shock. I'm gonna watch SmackDown. From what I understand, don't quote me on this, but from what I understand, is that there are going to be other wrestlers there that they're flying in, which is interesting because I did see Ted DiBiase do a video about this, but this week, actually, no, actually, would have been 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days, 2 days ago, 2 days ago. They were going to go to Wildwood, and by they I mean certain superstars: Ted DiBiase, Jake Roberts, a few others. Stop it! Stop it! My phone's going off. Okay, so sorry about that, but yeah, so they're going to be in Wildwood this week. They're actually going to be there next week. I want to go, but I'm like, I don't know if I have the time. I also don't know. Like, it would kind of be weird if, like, you're talking to them and you're like, hey, you know, I have a feeling a lot of people are gonna talk to them about that, and I kind of don't want to. I don't know. I feel funny talking about it. I mean, I would just go up to there and say, I'm a big fan, whatever, whatever. Anyway, that's beside the point uh, of what this video is, anyway. But um, yeah, I think for me, he's the hardest to get over the loss. So, um, yeah, for everybody's family, I feel really bad. Well, I don't. I mean, I don't feel. I shouldn't say bad. I, I'm one of those people that say, "Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. I didn't do it, so I'm not really sorry that way." Or like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Oh, I wish I didn't hear anything." No, I just say, I'm thinking of you. I, I pray that the family can heal. Families can heal. Uh, like I said, tough week. I think everybody knows tough week, and I hope that's it. That better be it. So for now, I'm gonna go. I do have something fun to talk about in the next video, but until then, I'm gonna go, and I uh, will see you later. And I should say, in my shorts, I mean, I'm in my shorts now, but in my video shorts, I'll probably mention when I do a new video, and then I'll do the video. Obviously. Unless I'm not a man of my word. I keep rambling. Okay, I'm gonna go, and I will talk to you later.